My name's Greg. I don't do this. This will be like connect personally on a screen and whatnot. A little about myself. I'm old. I'm fat. I like to do woodworking. I like to do some crafty stuff, some furniture. I like to fix stuff. But yeah, I thought I'd take you along for a ride on a little project that anybody can do it with minimal tools, minimal skills. I mean, I'm doing it. Everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to make these little faux or fake birdhouses. Man. Whew. Anyway. So I happened to come across some old spindles. And what do you do with old spindles? And trust me, I didn't think of this myself. I Googled old spindles and hit the image thing, and these popped up. I made them, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, and now I happened to come across another bundle. Sold them all. I still have one in my yard. I'd show you, but it's like 10 below out there, and snow and cold. And I don't want to go outside. Heck, it's cold in the shop. So anyway, you can kind of see behind me hanging over here by the wood stove, which is where I should be hanging out. I've got some spindles, and I've painted them all up in these different colors. And it's really going to take hardly any time at all. I get your little sample paints. How you come up with a bunch of different colors for, I don't know, $3-4. And they go a long time. And these, if you want to paint them beautiful, give them 2 coats. I only do 1 coat. Just give them 1 coat. Light sanding, it kind of distresses them a bit. These have all been, stained, all urethane, came in the house. Yeah, all you're going to need is an old spindle, chunk of wood, a saw, or a skill saw, or a hand saw. Cut yourself a little angle, cut yourself off. I use rebar. We'll drill a little hole in that, we'll put some rebar in there, we'll put some glue in there and stick it in there, and then you can go out there and stick this in the yard next to your flower bed or front door, bird bath, whatever. So yeah, let's show you how I do these, or how you're going to do this too. Okay, this is what I started with. I found these at my local Habitat for Humanity. They have a restore where they sell old stuff, reclaimed stuff. And I started with a 6-pack yesterday. You could do this all and then paint it. You could paint them first and then do it. But it's easy as that. I left one here without my top cut. And we'll show you how to get going. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this. I've already pre-drilled this hole. It was a 3/4 inch Forstner bit. Yeah, where'd that go? Oh, it's right here. Right here. That'll give you a nice clean hole. You can use a spade bit. You can use a drill bit. It doesn't have to be 3/4 of an inch. It doesn't have to be a 1/2 inch. It just has to have a cute little hole to make it look like it's a cute little birdhouse. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and find the center here. We've got 1.5 inches. So 1/2 of an inch is a 1/2, and 1/2 of 3/4 is 3/8, so if we go 1/2 and 3/8 would be 7/8. Give myself a mark, and I'm going to move this over on. Oh man, I can't talk. See, I told you I'm not good at this. The saw to a 45. You don't need a saw. You can use one of these guys. Just put your square on there. That'll give you your 45. Just kind of zip it right off. Flip it over, do the same thing. So you don't need fancy equipment, and this is not a fancy piece of equipment either. So this is a budget store saw. I think might be able to figure it out, but it's nice. It's not bad. It works really good. So here we go and make our cuts. Just flip it over and go to that peak on this side. Throw scrap wood down on the wood thing so we can get it in the stove so we can warm up. So there we go. We got that. I had some of these left over from the last time I was doing it. There we go. Looks like a little birdhouse. But since you don't have any of these left over from the last time you made them, we're gonna make some. So again, get over to the chop saw. You don't need to rip them down to a specific length. This is a 3.5 inch. I think this stuff I used some old scrap from wherever, and we're at 3 1/8, so that 3 3/8 on here. And it's about a 3-inch piece. So our first one we're going to cut at 3 inches. And then our next one, we'll find out what we're going to cut it at, but what you should always do is you cut off the long side. But I got a bunch of crap here to do that stuff, so I can do it safely. Holding a short 3-inch piece of wood when you could be holding a lot more. Then we're just cut off. So we got a 3-inch overhang. So I'm going to do a 3-inch overhang. We're going to add this small piece to the end. That's going to give us, this is a 3/4 board, almost, it's 3/8. So you can go ahead and do that. Pull off of that 3 inches, give yourself a mark. Boom. Then you can take your speed square, transfer that up on the top, and cut that off. Now we got 3 inches and 3 inches. So we can pop these together. We can paint them, not paint them, stain them, whatever we want to do. So I think I'm just going to pop a staple in here real quick. Go. There we go. Now I'm going to change my angle here. Okay, so I mean we're pretty much done. I'm going to put a little cap on there. Now I'm using a little brad nailer, air brad nailer. You don't need to use a little air brad nailer. You can pick up some little nails, some little brad nails yourself. Hammer. A couple of pops. We're good to go. But to save some time and effort, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. We're going to put one in on this side, one in on this side, and I'm just going to connect these two a little better. There. That's done. Out of my way. Now, all we have left is our perch. Now, I was at the, like I said, that habitat. Found these cute little square nails. I guess they're cute. I don't know why I say cute. I guess they're cute. And so I just gonna use that. But with oak being hard as it is, I do a little pre-drill and take a very small drill bit. I don't know, it's maybe a 1/8. And I give a little pre-drill. And I widen it out because if you see, it's kind of like a wedge, so you're gonna split it. And we're gonna take it, put it in our hole, grab my hammer. I'm not going in. Now I know you don't have a box of square nails at home. You have a dowel. Maybe you have a dowel. Maybe you have a pencil. An old pencil. Cut that off, stick that in there. Hey, be creative. You don't have to do exactly like I do because I'm probably doing it wrong. But when you're all said and done with it, it's going to be cute. We are basically done. I'm probably going to end up painting this roof at some point, but I'm not going to show you how to paint. So I do have a piece of rebar, and it's around here somewhere. Here it is. A little bit big, but we're just going to drill a hole in here. Stick that in there. We're probably going to end up gluing it so it stays in there. But you're going to need a little something to poke it in the ground and cutting this into a wedge and then you're going to water, and it's not going to be good. I'll call you back. So we're almost done. And here's my drill right here. And drill bits. So, drill bits. Oof. That's tight. We're good. You have to give it a little wax in there. That'll be fine. Now, it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be straight. You don't need to drill press. But you do have to hold this, and it might twist on you, and I don't want anybody ripping their arms off. If I rip mine off, I'm fine. I'm going to pin it against my table here, use it as leverage. There we go. You're done. When it's not 100 degrees out, or 100 minus or 10 minus or whatever it is, you can take this outside and pop it in the ground. And people will think, oh, that's so cute. I hope. I don't know. But yeah, I was selling these. I've sold these before. I was selling them for, I think, $15.99, $16, something like that. And yeah, get creative with the colors. This one I've got hanging here is going to be a double-decker house. You know, we'll put 2 perches in here. One there, one there. It'll be a double-decker. That one might be way more expensive, but probably not. But have fun. I mean, this stuff is going to the dump, going to a burn pile. And yeah, some of it went in the burn stove because I'm cold, but that's a whole other story. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to try and put up more content. I'm going to try and get better at editing. and talking and maybe being funny. Probably not. But yeah, you don't need $1 million shop to send that to, ooh, that's a good one. You don't need $1 million shop to put out $1 million products. Although this is probably only like 15 bucks, 16 bucks, I don't know. So, but if you did 400,000 of them, it could turn into $1 million product. Anyway, thanks again. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being kind to me in the comments, maybe, instead of telling me I'm an idiot, because I know I'm an idiot. Anyway, enjoy. Stay cool, stay warm, stay cold, stay warm, wherever you're at. I don't know. But thanks for watching. And I'll catch you on the next project, whenever that is. Thanks.